In chapter 1156, Mr. and Mrs. Brown return to their rented house only to find their son, Hank, and daughter in law, Jessica, watching TV with displeased expressions. Hank questions why they didn't pick up Sony, and Jessica reveals her fear after receiving a lock of hair and a threatening note. She had hoped the grandparents would bring Sony back so she could carry out the plan outlined in the note. However, Liberty did not stop them from taking Sony, but insisted that it should be Sony's decision. Sony refused to go with his grandparents, which disappoints Jessica. A heated argument ensues between Hank and his parents, with each side blaming the other for the distant relationship with Sony. Mrs. Brown expresses frustration that they cared for and loved Chelsea's children in the past, but failed to help raise their own grandson. Jessica asks for a solution, and Mrs. Brown suggests that they spend more time with Sony to nurture their relationship. She warns Jessica not to get jealous when Hank visits Sony, emphasizing that he is visiting his son and not Liberty. Jessica still focused on her plan to separate Sony from Liberty, proposes taking Sony to the zoo the next day. However, Sony insists on going only if his mom accompanies him. Jessica sees this as an opportunity to carry out her plan, as long as Sony interacts with Hank and her. She suggests picking up Sony and Liberty after lunch, but she secretly wishes to exclude Liberty to increase their chances of executing their plan. Concerned about Liberty's vigilance and protective nature, Jessica believes it would be easier to act without her presence. Mr. Brown suggests that he and his wife accompany Jessica and Hank to the zoo, turning it into a family outing and a chance for relaxation